What's going on YouTube? This is Clone Wars 22 bringing you guys another video today. Today, as the title of the video, and as you can see on the screen, that I am playing Star Wars Battlefront 2. And like I said, as the title of the video says, you can see that it's going to be my opinion on the new Star Wars Battlefront coming out this year from EA and DICE. And I'm going to try to keep this video, as short as possible, but, I have a lot to talk about. And basically, everyone's seen the trailers. Everyone kind of knows what's going on. You've seen gameplay. You've seen the trailers. You kind of just seen everything. Besides, the entire game. But beyond that, so to start off, I just want to kind of talk about the pros, cons, and kind of neutral things I feel about this game coming out. And I'm going to tell you first off the bat, I am a very big Star Wars fan, and a very big Star Wars Battlefront fan. I played the crap out of Star Wars Battlefront when I was a kid. It was the first T-rated game that I owned and played, and I played a lot of it. And it was lots of fun. So much fun. Fun that I will never forget, and as you can see, I am continuing to play it on PC. I used to play it on PlayStation 2. I rented Star Wars Battlefront from Blockbuster, and I just kept renewing it. It's like, you know what? I just want this game. And I think I went like 2 weeks or something. I was just like, you know what? I want this game. I'm gonna buy this game. I bought it from Blockbuster. It was like but they're like, oh, $8. It's yours. I'm like, okay, cool. So, I just played a lot of it. So going on now, everyone's seen the trailers. Everyone knows what's going on with it. We know, the issues, the concerns about it. And I just want to share my concerns, the things I like, and the things that, I think are okay, but not the best. So to start off with the pros. Of course, it's going to be a new Star Wars Battlefront. It has been a decade since the last one was released, which was Star Wars Battlefront 2. I am not counting the PSP versions. To me, never existed. I think they were stupid, a waste of time, and I played them a few times on the PSP, my friend's PSP, and I never liked them. I didn't, I don't want to acknowledge them that they ever existed. So we're only going to worry about the console-based Star Wars Battlefronts. So from the trailers, it looks like it's going to be a good game. DICE can make a very pretty looking game, but they can also make games that are very glitchy, as we all know from Battlefield 3, and especially the biggest contributor of all, Battlefield 4. Battlefield 4 was plagued with bugs, glitches, and it took about a year and a half for them to actually get the game to work properly. And it's still suffering glitches even now, and it's very stupid, and it's very silly that a game like that, a AAA title, is experiencing as many bugs as Battlefield 4 is. But it definitely is in a playable state, and it's somewhat enjoyable now. So instead of getting the next gen consoles, I decided to get a PC. Well, obviously Battlefield 4 was plagued on PC, but besides all that, getting back on Battlefield, the Battlefront topic. It's been a decade since the last Battlefront came out. Everyone is super excited. The graphics look amazing. It's a new Battlefront, but besides that, there's nothing really else. I mean, what it's just another. It's Battlefront. It's awesome. So when it comes to cons, I'm gonna have to say EA. The publisher is EA, and we all know EA, what they're known for. They are excellent at releasing games before they are completed. That is the dumbest thing, and it most likely will never change. EA will never change their ways. They will continue to release games that are not completed and patch them later, because just the way the game the gaming world has become. People pre-ordering stuff, and EA is getting their money before they even have a completed game. They're like, oh, we have all this money, let's just release the game now. It's very silly and all that. But another con, almost actually more of a neutral thing, is DICE. DICE makes beautiful games, they make wonderful games, but like I said earlier, they also make very glitchy games, and they have to patch them later, which is very silly, and especially since their publisher is EA, DICE is always kind of getting, sort of prodded, get this game out, get this game out, we got to compete with Call of Duty, compete with Call of Duty, we need their money, we need to take Activision's money, come on, go, 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 create this game, that's not done yet, no, we need this game out now, release it as DLC later. It's stuff like that that really ruins games. Another con I'd have to include is they've already announced DLC for the game. The Battle of Jakku DLC supposed to come out December 1st, about a week after the game, which comes out November 17th. And of course it's going to be free until the 8th of December. So basically, I think it's going to be free for a week, which is a good thing, but it's also a bad thing, because not everyone's going to have the game by, let's say, the 8th of December. Some people are, there's, they got bills to pay and other things, and just not everybody has the luxury of buying games, day one or the first week. So I think that's kind of silly that they're going to then charge afterwards. I think DLC should be free, and if not, I think it should be almost dirt cheap, like $5, not $15. I understand you get 4 map packs and all that crap, but I think it's silly that you have to pay for stuff that was not included in the game, but it is what it is. I'm really disappointed in the fact that there is not a Clone Wars portion of the game. They say it's a reboot, but isn't a reboot usually something that is similar to the previous one, but better in a way? But basically, they took 2 steps backwards. They don't have the Clone Wars, and they don't have space battles. What's up with that? I think it's insane that they had the lame excuse, they have the original trilogy coming out, and they want to focus on the original trilogy. Well, it's just the fact that the previous Battlefronts always had, they had 2 different, eras of Star Wars, and that they dare not release the new Battlefront. I mean, this is a decade later. How far has technology come? They should take the extra time to include Star Wars, the Clone Wars era, in the new Battlefront. I think it's ridiculous. And same goes for space battles. How can you have a game a decade later come out and not have something that they had, again, over a decade ago? It's so dumb. There's no excuse. I don't care what excuse you have. There should be no excuse for that, because you can't be like, oh, well, we don't have the technology to create space. No, this is over a decade ago. It's just dumb. They should have the stuff. They have it. They know how to do it. They just don't want to, because it's going to cost too much money and it's going to hurt their profit margin. It's just very dumb. But anyways, continuing on, more than likely, with the DLC, I would assume, and I'm going to count on it, I'm going to expect it from being EA, that more than likely they're going to release the Clone Wars and Space Battles as DLC packs for premium, or just DLC packs. But it's just, it's just asinine. It really is completely asinine that they're doing this. And I understand it's a business, but you know what? Your business is based on customers and their loyalty, and basically you're shafting your customers by telling them, you're missing out, you're not getting all this stuff, for $60, which essentially the game will become, it's going to be, like $120 after premium and taxes, because it's EA, they're going to have premium. All the Star Wars Battlefields, they started this stupid Battlefield Premium. It's at first it was kind of like, oh, that's kind of a cool idea, and then they had it enforced. Like, okay, we have to buy Premium again. Okay, whatever. And then now they had Battlefield Hardline, which I refuse to buy because I think it's a joke of a game. I played the beta. It was okay, but I'm not going to pay $60. No way I'm going to pay $60 for that game. Because it is just basically a reskin. And then they had Battlefield Hardline Premium. And it's just like, you know what? I'm tired of this stuff. Stop, you know. You need to have DLC that should be extremely cheap and or free. Because, you know, you're repaying your fan. Thank you for buying your game. You know, the game did well. Thank you. Because, like Rockstar's, their DLC's free for GTA 5. GTA 5 DLC is going to be free. And why can't EA do that? EA makes so much money. I mean, it's not like they can't afford to do that. So, I mean, it should be like a thank you for buying the game. Here's some more map packs to enjoy the game. But they're just doing what they want to do, so whatever. Let EA be EA. And we just kind of have to, you know, just go along with the ride. But I'm looking forward to the game. I love Star Wars Battlefront. I love Star Wars. I'm sure, you know, the game will be fine, but it's just like these little things that just add up over and over, and like no Clone Wars, no space battles, just the way it, you know, the overall design of it. I like some things. I do like the fact that, again, okay, the game looks freaking awesome. It looks beautiful just because of the way they're doing the graphics with like taking pictures of the actual props. But I like the fact of the way, like, they kind of have, like, the way the TIE fighters and X-Wings are, is the slower you go, the more damage your guns do. The faster you go, the less damage they do. And it makes sense in the Star Wars universe because if you've seen Star Wars, which I'm sure basically everyone has, you'll kind of understand how, like, they'll be like, okay, you know, they only have so much power on the ship, so they're like, you know, divert all power towards the forward shields. And so when they have the shields powered up, they can't really power up their guns because all the power is being diverted to the shields. Or they'll be like, you know, vice versa, power the guns, now they're kind of exposed. So, you know, it kind of makes sense because you only have so much power on this ship. But anyways, I'm okay with the jetpacks thing, the jump packs. I understand that they're adding that to basically speed up gameplay, like you can get to objectives faster and all that fun stuff. But I think it's kind of silly because it looks like, of what the gameplay I've seen a lot of gameplay, I've read articles, you know, I've been trying to keep up as much as I can with what's going on, and it looks like they're going to have those for every single class, every single unit. And I like it, but I don't like it. Just the fact that, like, you could be, like, shooting at some dude, and then he's just going to jump pack away, like, you know, kind of get back here. You know, I'm about to kill you, and then you just kind of, you know, like, there's nothing you can really do about it. So, yes and no. I like that they're bringing back heroes. I don't like the way the power... I don't like weapon pickups. I hated weapon pickups in Battlefield 4 because I just thought they were just... I don't really have a good explanation why I don't like... I just don't like... I just thought it was kind of stupid because it's like... I don't know. I just didn't... It wasn't... I didn't like them. I thought they were just kind of silly. Like, they just seemed kind of gimmicky in a way. But, you know, I don't like the fact that, like, the ATST is a power-up. I don't like exactly that. I like the AT-AT on rails, but I also don't like it because, you know, it eliminates the fact that, you know, you don't have like a troll that's going to drive the AT-AT out of the battlefield, and then, you know, you don't have an AT-AT. But I don't like it because you kind of lose the, you know, kind of the freedom of driving the AT-AT and kind of like, oh, I'm driving an AT-AT, sweet. It's just kind of, you're just kind of in, it's like the AC-130 from Battlefield 3, and it's kind of silly. But besides all that, you know, I just want to let you know that obviously everyone's entitled to their own opinion. this video was my opinion on what I thought about it, and I'd like to hear your guys' opinions. Leave a comment below, sharing your opinion below what you think of the new Battlefront. Do you like it? Are you looking forward to it? Does it look stupid? Do you think you're going to buy it? I'm going to say I would recommend not pre-ordering it on the first day. I would wait, probably 3 weeks for actual reviews to come out, like honest reviews, like Angry Joe, and, and see, how people like it. Is it actually a good game, or are they just kind of, are companies like IGN or Machina being paid money to say, yes, this is a good game? Because that happens, and I know it may not sound right, but it does happen. And why wouldn't it happen? Because you want your game to sell, so here, I'll give you a couple extra bucks, a couple $1,000, and say my game's good, so people buy it. But I would say, wait 3 weeks. Watch some videos on reviews. Go on YouTube. Go online. Look for reviews, and just don't give them your money before you know what you're getting, basically. And like I said, leave your comment below. Share your opinion, like I did, and just. I'd like to talk about it. I'd like to talk with you guys about how you guys feel and how I feel, and I think it'd be kind of fun to do that. So, leave your opinion below. I'll try to respond to every single one of them, as soon as possible. Like the video if you liked it. Disliked it if you didn't like it. So, if you'll be like that kind of guy, if you dislike it, you dislike it. It gives me feedback on how my videos are, and I just, honest reviews. I'll give you an honest review. You give me an honest review. So, anyways, guys, thanks for sticking around. I appreciate your time and, hearing my opinion on the new Battlefront. I'm looking forward to hearing your guys's. So, anyways, hope everyone is doing well, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.